Your hair is trying to tell you something you're not hearing. What if I told you that each thread is a silent messenger of your soul, patiently waiting for you to pay attention to the signs it leaves every day? There is a secret that ancestral traditions have always known, but that the modern world has completely forgotten. Your hair isn't just dead matter growing from your scalp. It is a spiritual sensory organ, a cosmic antenna tuned to the subtlest frequencies of the universe. As you rush through life, preoccupied with products, treatments, and passing trends, your hair is silently registering every vibrational shift that happens within you. He senses when you are evolving. It responds when its soul expands. It transforms when you elevate yourself. But the vast majority of people never notice these signs because no one has ever taught them to look beyond the mirror. They see only appearance, while missing the deeper messages that their own threads are trying to convey. This knowledge is not new. It is ancient, but it has been deliberately forgotten in an era that values the superficial over the sacred. Today, you'll rediscover what your ancestors always knew, that your hair is a living map of your spiritual journey. And once you learn to read that map, you'll never look at your reflection in the same way again. Most people believe that spiritual awakening reveals itself only through visions, meditations, or emotional breakthroughs. But the truth is much more subtle and physical. When your vibration begins to rise, it doesn't just affect your aura. It transforms the entire body, including the way your hair behaves. Hair is often overlooked on the spiritual journey, but it is actually one of the most revealing mirrors of your energetic transformation. It's not just protein growing from your scalp. It is a living antenna, sensitive to frequency, memory, and intention. Your hair holds the history of your nervous system. It grows from the same tissues from which your spine and brain developed. In many ancient traditions, hair was considered an extension of your energy field, a receiver of higher guidance, and even a spiritual sensor. So when your frequency starts to change, your hair doesn't stay still. He answers, he speaks, and if you're paying attention, it starts showing hidden signs that your body is ascending to a higher state of vibration. The changes can be subtle, a new softness, a luminous glow, a dream that persists. But each one of them is a clue that something deeper is unfolding inside you. These 7 hidden signs in hair are not random. They are messages, confirmations, energetic footprints left by your evolving soul. If you've noticed any of them recently, it means you're not just awakening spiritually. You're starting to embody it physically. There's something different about the way light hits your hair lately. It shines, not in a product-induced way. It's subtle, natural, as if your hair has developed a shine from the inside out. You haven't changed your routine, and you're not using any special treatment. And yet, your hair reflects light differently. He retains it longer. It feels more alive. This is no coincidence. It is vibrational luminosity. As your frequency rises, your body begins to produce energy more cleanly. You release emotional density. You clear stagnant thoughts. Your cells vibrate faster and more harmoniously. And that harmony shows up in your outer layers, your skin, your eyes, and yes, your hair. Brightness is not just physical. It is energetic alignment made visible. Hair is shinier when your system is hydrated, not just by water, but by peace. When your nervous system calms down, when your energy stops dissipating in anxiety and excessive thoughts, your body begins to reflect coherence. Its brilliance is a mirror of that. People may even start complimenting your hair without knowing why. They will say that you look different, radiant or renewed, but it's not the style they're noticing, it's a vibration. That glow doesn't fade after a day. It remains because it is not a superficial effect. It is the physical expression of your inner alignment, your rising vibration becoming impossible to ignore, even in the strands of your hair. Suddenly, your hair becomes easier to care for. It flows, it responds to your hands more easily. it embarrasses less, and even when it tangles, the knots seem to unravel more smoothly. The texture may appear softer, even if you haven't changed your shampoo or technique. This may seem like a small change, but in the spiritual realm, it speaks volumes. Hair retains stress. He remembers the resistance. When you're constantly tense, your follicles contract, your strands become rough, and your hair takes on the energy of the fight. But when you switch to a higher frequency, your entire body, including your scalp and follicles, begins to relax. You're no longer forcing your way through life, you're flowing with it. And her hair reflects that energetic softness. It's not just about being physically easier to care for. It's just that your hair is now operating in harmony with your frequency. Your routine of untangling becomes a meditation. His comb slides in with a certain reverence. You begin to notice that your hair has taken on a calmness that matches your own. He doesn't fight, he can't resist, it just flows because you're flowing. This increase in softness is not vanity, it's verification. It means that your crown chakra is opening, your thoughts are less irregular, your internal dialogue is becoming kinder, and her hair in a subtle way is whispering, "We've entered a new vibration." Now you're brushing your hair and suddenly notice that your scalp looks more alive. Or maybe you're washing it and even the water feels more intense, as if your scalp has become a sensory portal. This is not hypersensitivity due to a problem. It is energetic consciousness reaching the top of your body. Your scalp is directly connected to the crown chakra, the spiritual portal at the top of your head. When this chakra begins to awaken, you often experience a tingling, pressure, or heightened sensitivity in the area. This can feel like light electrical pulses, a crawling sensation, or just a sense of openness. And since his hair grows directly from that area, he's the first to respond. This shift in sensitivity means that your energy body is now more aware of external forces, sound, light, thought, emotion, and your scalp is translating those vibrations into physical signals. You may even notice that you feel a sudden shiver when someone with low energy stands behind you, or feels calm when someone lined up brushes your hair. Your hair has become a spiritual sensor, and your scalp is now recording energetic data that you didn't pick up before. This is a sign of progress. It means that your frequency is rising to the point where your body is no longer numb to energy. You are tuning in, and your scalp is one of the first physical indicators that you are now living in heightened spiritual reception mode. You may have spent years straightening, curling, altering, or fixing your hair to match a version of beauty that someone said was better. But suddenly, all of that disappears. You look in the mirror and feel an unexpected softness to your natural hair texture. You stop wishing he was different. Stop chasing the illusion of control. You get to see it, really see it, and for the first time, you like what you see. This change is sacred. It means that you have stopped resisting your natural frequency. You release the shame that made you believe that your hair or your essence needed to be changed. You are now in resonance with authenticity, and your acceptance of your natural texture is a reflection of that. This appreciation is not only mental, it is energetic. Your hair carries ancestral codes. He remembers entire lives. Its pattern, its shape, its feel, it's all part of your soul's design. And when you begin to love him without manipulation, you are saying to the universe, "I accept who I really am." This isn't just self-love, it is vibrational sovereignty. It doesn't mean you'll never style your hair again, but it does mean that whatever changes you make now are out of celebration, not shame. And that is one of the clearest indicators that you have shifted into a higher frequency of self-respect and spiritual embodiment. When your vibration rises, the messages from your subconscious begin to change. Dreams stop being chaotic noise and begin to carry deeper meaning. One of the hidden signs that you're entering a higher vibration is that your hair begins to appear in your dreams, not as a random detail, but as a focal point. Maybe you're brushing it, cutting it, dyeing it, or watching it transform. However it appears, these dreams are not random. They are symbolic messages from your higher self. Hair in dreams often represents identity, power, and energetic state. In ancient cultures, hair symbolized life force and connection to the divine. So when your hair begins to appear repeatedly in your dream world, it is a direct sign that your soul is speaking to you through images that reflect your transformation. These dreams can feel emotionally intense or vividly real. You may wake up feeling like you've experienced a change, even if you can't fully explain it. For example, dreaming of cutting your hair may symbolize an old identity release. Dreaming of tangled hair may reflect internal energetic confusion that is ready to be cleansed. If your hair appears long, flowing, and vibrant, it could signify spiritual strength, alignment, and growth. You may sometimes dream of someone else touching your hair, and this can be a powerful reflection of your openness to receiving energy, support, or healing from a divine source. The key is not to analyze every detail, but to notice the theme. Hair appearing in dreams is often a message that your crown chakra is activating and your subconscious is integrating spiritual changes. It's as if your soul is gently touching your shoulder, saying, "This part of you carries power. Pay attention." You begin to notice subtly. Maybe your hair looks fuller, heavier, or more vivid during a full moon. Or maybe during the new moon, you feel an urge to trim or nurture it. Over time, you start to notice that your hair is feeling the cycles of the moon. This is not superstition, it's spiritual biology. The moon rules water, and your body, including your scalp and hair, is mostly made of water. But on a deeper level, the moon is linked to intuitive energy, feminine wisdom, and cyclical renewal. When your vibration rises, you become more sensitive to the influence of the moon, and your hair begins to reflect this resonance. In ancient cultures, people cut their hair during specific lunar phases, not out of belief, but for results. It is believed that hair trimmed during the crescent moon grows faster and thicker, while trimming during the waning moon supports letting go and energetic cleansing. As your vibration rises, you may begin to instinctively feel when it is time to release or nurture. And you'll notice that these impulses often align with the lunar calendar. This connection isn't just about time, it's about energy coherence. When your body starts moving in rhythm with the natural cycles of the earth and the moon, it means that you have stepped out of artificial programming. You have returned to organic spiritual time. You no longer live by the clock. You live by frequency. And your hair becomes a powerful barometer of that. So if you find yourself checking the moon before trimming the ends or feeling sudden changes in how your hair behaves during full moons, trust it. Your body is no longer isolated from nature. He became part of the cosmic rhythm, and your hair is one of the first places to reveal this harmonic change. There is a point in your spiritual evolution when you stop styling your hair based only on trends. Suddenly, you start to feel that certain styles carry energy. You may be attracted to buns that keep energy close to the crown, loose hair that allows for more flow, or braids that look terrifying. These preferences are not fashion statements. They are energetic instincts. Your soul is telling you how to circulate your frequency. Different styles direct energy in different ways. For example, tying your hair high up can create a sense of focused upward movement. Letting it flow can amplify your intuition and allow receptivity. Braids can help contain and channel energy downward to the earth. As your vibration rises, you become more aware that your hairstyle is not just aesthetic, it is functional. Many awakened individuals even begin to use crystals, wooden combs, or silk wraps intuitively, not because someone has told them to, but because their energy field craves these tools. Some find that covering their hair in public protects their aura. Others find that letting it flow freely during meditation improves perception. These are not rules, they are responses to a deeper truth. Your hair is a conduit of spiritual current, and the way you use it affects how that current flows. This desire does not come from the ego. It comes from alignment. You're no longer trying to look a certain way. You're trying to feel a certain way, and your hair becomes part of that vibrational alignment. You are adjusting it as an instrument, arranging it to suit the type of energy you want to carry, emit, or protect. When your vibration rises, the universe begins to speak through every aspect of your life, even the parts you used to ignore. Your hair becomes a living, pulsating indicator of your energetic alignment. It reflects softness when you healed, reflects shine when you cleaned. It reflects change when you are evolving. And the deeper your consciousness grows, the more clearly you begin to read it. Hair is not random. He keeps memories. It stores rhythm, reflects frequency. And when you begin to notice the hidden changes in dreams, in texture, in cycles, in styles, you notice something profound. Your awakening is not just happening within you, it's being mirrored in you. You don't have to force change. It doesn't need products or trends. All you need is presence, awareness, gratitude for what your hair is showing you. Because it's not just about looks anymore. It's about alignment. And the moment you start treating your hair as a sacred extension of your soul, it will respond. He is already responding. So the next time you touch your hair, brush it, or notice it shines differently, pause and ask yourself, what if my hair is speaking the language of my spirit? Because once you start listening, you'll realize that he's been whispering to you the whole time. Now you know the truth that has been hidden from you for so long. Your hair has never been just hair. It has always been a channel of communication between your physical body and your spiritual essence. The 7 signs I have shared with you are not theory. They are actual manifestations that thousands of people around the world are experiencing at this very moment as the collective consciousness rises. You can choose to ignore these messages and continue to treat your hair as something trivial, or you can choose to honor it as the sacred portal that it truly is. Every time you touch your wires, you are touching a direct extension of your life energy. Each time you consciously care for it, you are nurturing your own soul. The signs have always been there, whispering truths you weren't ready to hear yet. But something has changed in you as you read these words, and that change is already being reflected in your energy field. Close your eyes now and run your hand through your hair with intention, with reverence, with the certainty that you are touching something divine. Because you are. And your hair has always known it, even when you didn't.